You ever feel like life is throwing you one curveball after another and you're stuck swinging at thin air? You know, those days where your brain is like 10 browser tabs open and you're only actively working in one, but none of them are loading. Yeah, we've all been there. And on those days, the best solution might just be to step outside and take a deep breath. Well, maybe after you've closed a few of those tabs first. Now, I'm not talking about your basic walk to the mailbox in your slippers kind of outside. I mean a proper walk in nature. The kind where your feet crunch on leaves, the air smells like pine trees, and you suddenly start wondering if you're in the opening scene of a nature documentary. Add a little music to the mix and boom, you've got yourself the ultimate mood booster. But don't just take my word for it. There's a whole lot of science backing this up. So grab your headphones, lace up your shoes, yes, both of them, and let's dive into why walking in nature with music is like hitting Control-Alt-Delete on your brain. Let's talk about what happens when you step into nature. First off, the air is fresher, literally. Trees and plants are busy little chemists, releasing all sorts of amazing stuff into the air. One of these things is phytoncides, basically tree perfume, but the kind that won't make you sneeze or wonder if someone bathed in cologne this morning. When you breathe in those phytoncides, your body starts relaxing. It's like your brain gets the memo. Okay, we're not in the concrete jungle anymore. It's safe to chill. And as you inhale all that fresh oxygen the trees are pumping out, your brain gets an extra hit of energy. So that deep breath you take in the woods, it's not just you being dramatic, it's your brain soaking up the good stuff. Studies even show that time spent in nature lowers your levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that loves to hang around when your boss sends that "we need to talk" email. Nature is like, I got you. Breathe it out. In Japan, they've taken this whole nature thing to a new level with something called Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Now, before you get excited and start wondering where to bring your towel, it's not that kind of bathing. It's just being in the forest, soaking in the sights, sounds, and smells. People who practice forest bathing report feeling happier, less stressed, and even see improvements in their immune systems. So you're not only calming your mind, but you're giving your body a boost too. Win-win. Doctors are catching on to this too. Forget expensive medications for mild stress. Many doctors are now prescribing nature time. Yup, you heard me. Next time you're sitting in a waiting room, don't be surprised if your doctor tells you to take a hike, literally. Dr. Ching Li, one of the top researchers on forest therapy, says spending time in nature lowers stress, boosts mood, and improves sleep. So basically, nature is the original multivitamin. Dr. Li's research found that just 2 hours in a forest can lower your blood pressure, improve your heart rate, and reduce anxiety. It's like magic, except it's not, it's just trees doing their thing. And the best part, no side effects, unless you count getting a mosquito bite as nature's slightly annoying thank you note. Now, walking, I know, walking seems so basic, right? But here's the thing, walking is one of the most underrated exercises out there. It doesn't require fancy equipment, unless you count those shoes you forgot you had, and you can do it anywhere. And trust me, the benefits are far more exciting than just, hey, I got my steps in today. Walking increases blood flow to the brain, helping you think clearer and boosting your mood. In fact, a study from the American Psychological Association showed that walking outdoors, especially in natural settings, can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. Basically, you're helping your brain release more serotonin, the feel-good chemical, and endorphins, your body's natural painkillers. So if you've ever had that moment after a long walk where you suddenly feel like you can take on the world, or at least get through that email backlog, that's why. And you know what's great about walking? It's like a moving meditation. Except, unlike regular meditation, you're actually allowed to think about what you want for dinner, or why your neighbor's cat seems to have declared your garden its personal sunbathing spot. Now, let's add music to the mix. Music is a game changer. We all have that one song that makes us feel on top of the world, and one that can calm us down faster than a Netflix binge session. When you combine music with walking in nature, the results are seriously next level. Studies show that music boosts the brain's dopamine levels, the same stuff that gets released when you win a game or finally finish folding the laundry. Dopamine is that feel-good, life's pretty great hormone. So if you're feeling down or stressed out, walking while listening to music can make you feel like you've just hit the jackpot of relaxation. And it's not just about feeling good. Music helps you keep pace. Ever notice how your feet magically match the beat of whatever song you're listening to? Well, science has noticed too. According to a study from Brunel University, London, People who listen to music while walking or exercising tend to walk longer, faster, and with less effort. So if you want to trick yourself into an extra 20-minute walk, just put on your favorite playlist and let the beats do the work. Real-life example, the transformation of Sarah, aka Nature Walk Fanatic. I have a friend, let's call her Sarah. She used to be your classic indoor person. You know, the type that thinks the outdoors is great, but only from behind a window while sipping coffee. But one day, work stress got the best of her. So in a moment of desperation, she did something drastic. She went outside. I know, shocking. She threw on her headphones, picked a playlist with soft acoustic tunes, and walked to a nearby park. She had no idea where she was going, just kind of let her feet take over. After 20 minutes, she started to notice something weird. She felt good. Her mind was clearer, her stress had melted away, and she wasn't obsessing over her overflowing inbox. Over the next few weeks, Sarah kept going on these walks, and pretty soon, she became a total nature walk convert. She calls them her moving meditation. It's her way of de-stressing, thinking things through, and finding some peace amidst the chaos. Mental clarity, nature's version of a mental reset button. Let's talk about mental clarity for a sec. Ever try to think straight when you've been stuck inside all day, and it feels like your brain is wrapped in bubble wrap? Walking in nature is like popping all those bubbles and letting the fresh air into your head. Researchers from Stanford University found that walking in nature can reduce mental chatter, you know, the internal noise that never seems to stop. In fact, people who walked in nature performed better on memory and attention tasks than those who walked in urban environments. So when you're stuck trying to remember where you left your keys or why you walked into the kitchen, maybe a nature walk can help. Doctor's advice, the prescription you'll actually enjoy. Some doctors have gotten so on board with this idea that they've started prescribing nature time as an actual treatment. That's right, doctors are now handing out nature pills. According to Dr. Melissa Lem, a Canadian family physician, spending at least 20 minutes in nature 3 times a week can significantly reduce stress and improve your overall health. It's kind of like taking vitamins, but instead of swallowing a pill, you just walk outside. Plus, no weird aftertaste. Nature plus music, the ultimate duo. So what's the takeaway here? Walking in nature with music is like giving yourself a free, instant mood boost. It's scientifically proven to lower stress, improve mental clarity, and boost happiness. It's an easy way to hit the reset button on your day, and it doesn't require a gym membership or expensive meditation retreat. Next time you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or just in need of a break, put on your headphones, head outside, and let the trees and music do the heavy lifting. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of making the most out of this experience. Here are some recommendations to enhance your nature walking music combo. Music type. Pick your mood. If you want to channel your inner Zen master, try some soft acoustic tracks or nature sounds. Nothing says relaxed like the sound of a babbling brook accompanying your steps. Feeling like you need a little pep in your step? Crank up some upbeat tunes, think pop, or even some motivational movie soundtracks. Just be careful not to break into spontaneous dance moves in the middle of the park, unless you're into that sort of thing. If you're more of a "I'm walking to the beat of my own drum" kind of person, make a playlist with songs that make you feel like the main character in a nature documentary. Yes, we're talking epic soundtracks. Pretend the forest is your stage and you're auditioning for the role of hero who just got their life together. Where to go? Choose your adventure local park. Great for those who don't want to venture too far from civilization, but still need a break from the city grind. Bonus points if you find a nice bench and can pretend you're royalty surveying your kingdom. Woodland trails, for those who are a bit more adventurous. The bonus here is you might get to channel your inner explorer. Just remember, the GPS on your phone might be a little iffy, or you might discover a new favorite path, or accidentally a new favorite tree to hug. Botanical gardens. Perfect for a mix of nature and culture. Plus, it's like a nature walk with a built-in art gallery. Just try not to spend too much time pondering the existential crisis of flowers, and more time enjoying the scent of roses. Activity ideas. Keep it fresh, mindful walking. Focus on your surroundings. Notice the colors, smells, and sounds. Try not to get too lost in thoughts about work, unless you're plotting how to convince your boss that a nature walk is now a mandatory work activity. Photography. Capture the beauty around you. Who knows? You might discover a hidden talent for nature photography. or at least have some cool pictures to prove you were outside doing something productive. Journaling. If you're feeling particularly reflective, bring a journal. Jot down your thoughts, inspirations, or just the fact that you're finally getting some fresh air. Your future self will thank you. Remember, there's no wrong way to enjoy your nature walk with music. The key is to find what makes you feel good and run with it, or, more accurately, walk with it. And if you end up looking a little silly while singing along to your favorite tunes, just remember, you're in good company. The trees won't judge you, and neither will the squirrels. Thanks for walking with me today. Don't forget to breathe deeply, walk slowly, and maybe wave to that friendly squirrel you see along the way.